Would you rather stop using YouTube or stop using Facebook? We are back with another Would You Rather. It's been a very long while since I've done one of these. I've actually done it once. And it looks like you guys seem to like it, so I've decided we can go back to another Would You Rather, and let's see how it goes. The idea of Would You Rather is we're gonna have the Would You Rather options, and we're gonna see if we can get our opinion into the majority of the people. So would you rather stop using YouTube or stop using Facebook? Personally, I would rather stop using Facebook. I'm not that big of a Facebook guy. I don't really I'm not really on Facebook that much. I'm more on YouTube, and obviously if I can't stop using YouTube, I won't be able to make these videos. I won't be able to have my channel. So I'm gonna stop using Facebook, because at the end I don't actually use Facebook that much. And we are in the majority of the people. Next one, would you rather open a can of whoopers on a fool or pity a fool? Now, to be honest, I think opening a can of whoopers would be more satisfying. On a fool, pity on a fool, Mr. T would be proud. I don't know, I think I would rather open a can of whoopers. That sounds actually even more satisfying than having pity on a fool, and that is in the majority, 59%. Let's go. Would you rather have everything you touch turn to dust, or have everything you touch turn to gold? Now it's either or. It says also including food and people. So even if I touched food, but the other thing is, if I touch food, would the taste still be there? Let's say, for example, I've got a burger, and if I touch it, obviously it's going to turn to dust, but will the taste be still there? Because if the taste would still be there, then I would still eat the dust. It would be crunchy in between your teeth and everything, but the taste would still be there. If everything turned to gold, that would be nice on the other hand, because you can just touch something, it turns to gold, and you can sell it. Let's say, for example, I touch my controller, I can say, gold controller for sale, and I can sell it for like 2,000-3,000 rand, even a few $1,000s. And I will make a lot of money. So actually, I think I'm going to have everything touched to gold. But the thing is, if I touch people, friends, give them a handshake. If I give hugs, they turn to gold. But would they die? I don't know. What does the comment say? Either way, you're going without. But either way, you're going without whatever you touch. Why not make it useful? You'd starve even dust. Food is food. Purple, there's no nutritional compound to dust. Secondly, you'll die either way. Your hands aren't the only thing you touch with. I think I'm gonna go have everything you touch turn to gold. Let's go. That's a big one. 92%. Let's go. Alright. Would you rather never be able remember anyone's birthday or anniversary, or forget every historical date from the past and why it was important? Now, this includes your birthday and anniversary. Oh my goodness, that's actually difficult. That's difficult because I do have a fiance. I am engaged, so I do remember her birthday. I do remember my friends and family's birthdays, most of them. And our anniversary I do remember as well. So if I say never be able to remember anyone's birthday or anniversary, that includes our anniversary and her birthday as well. Which actually, to be honest, I'm not someone who remember dates that much. I can't remember all of my friends' birthdays. The closest people I remember, but not really the further far. Like some of my uncles and aunts, I don't even know. I don't even know their birthday. I know that's bad, but I'm not really that well with dates. But I forget every historical date and over the past and why it's important. To be honest, I can't actually remember all of them. I remember most of them, but not really a lot. So I'd rather say historical dates in the past and why it's important, because it has an impact on my life now, but not really that much. So I would rather say historical date. 45%. Wow. I think there's a lot more value to history than for most of the people. Okay, alright. Fair. Would you rather cut off each individual toe with a knife? Ooh. Or pull out each toe with pliers, including molars? Oh my, that is something I've seen in games, in movies. People, especially if you watch my Outlaws series, in Outlaws 1 you did lose a finger and a tooth. I think they pulled out a tooth. I can't remember exactly, but I think it's in that. Jeez, I don't know. My teeth is very sensitive. I'd rather go pull out, cut off every individual toe with a knife. To be honest, I don't know. I can withstand pain. I can withstand blood and everything. I can see and live with that stuff, but not tooth, man. Tooth is just, there we go, 65%. Cut off individual toe with a knife. I know it's going to be a lot more painful, and you're not going to have toes, so your balance is going to be a little bit of unbalancey, but I don't know, man. I can't do the teeth thing. Would you rather eat 25 toenails, oh my, or snort a tablespoon of cinnamon? Obviously snort a tablespoon of cinnamon. Would you rather eat toenails? Wow, toenails are not yours. Oh no, obviously. Eat a teaspoon of snort a teaspoon of, obviously your sinus is gonna go skyrocket. But cinnamon is not that bad. But if it were my own toenails, then I would rather eat my toenails. Obviously, yes. But out of my house toenails, no. Cinnamon, there we go, 72%. You're 28%. You're 320,000 people are mad. Would you rather be an only child or have one parent? Now, I'm not in one of the situations. I do have an older brother, and I do have both of my parents. So I wouldn't actually say, oh wow, loyal joker, haha, I'm both of these. To be honest, I do live on my own now. So in a way I'm the only, but that relationship with my brother is still there, relationship with my parents is still there. I don't know, it's halfway, to be honest. If there's an option to say either or, then I would do it, but there's no other way. So be an only child, have one parent. Jeez, would I rather give it my brother or one parent? That's a way to think of it. So that's difficult. I think I would rather say have one parent. I think I think for everyone out there that's the only child, it seems to me like that's my opinion, it looks lonely, to be honest. I know most of you probably get most of the stuff because you're the only child, but I don't know, it's not really playthings to do. I mean, you can't really have a relationship. It sounds sad, but I'm gonna go with have one parent. Oh my. I think most of them are gonna decide I'll be the only child because they get most of the stuff, but I don't know. 25%, oh my goodness, that's a big difference. Would you rather relive a specific moment or recreate a random moment? Wow, okay. Relive a specific moment or recreate a random moment. Now the random moment, can you still decide? Or is it just a random moment? If you can't decide, then I'd rather relive a specific moment. That's what I would rather choose. Relive a specific moment, because then I can choose a specific moment that I can relive. It can be anyone. It can be history. It can be I don't know, anyone. I can't actually think on specific. Maybe even relive my birth. I don't know. Even relive the first time I've got my first console. Whatever. It could be any moment. But if you recreate a random moment, recreate it, then I'd rather say relive, because recreate can be any moment. And you have to recreate. I'd rather say relive. 62%. Let's have it. There we go. Would you rather not be able to taste or not be able to smell? There are, I think, people. I think, in the one hand, if you've got bad sinuses, like it happened to me a few times, where I've got bad sinuses, like I can't even smell anything. For some reason, my taste is also bad. Like I don't have much taste. I can't taste anything. It feels like more I taste my intestines. I don't know, it's a weird way to describe it, but not be able to taste, smell, to be honest, I don't know, it's difficult, because if you're not be able to taste, it's gonna be weird eating, because I don't know, the good foods, the burgers, the pizzas and everything, I mean, the food, the cooking food, everything, there's no taste, so why would you do effort in making it taste nice if you can't taste it anyway? Be able to smell, I think I would rather be able to smell. Obviously, you won't be able to smell nice fresh air, or on the one hand, bad odors like your own poop or something, you won't be able to smell, but I think if it's a bad odor, you will even be able to taste it. So I think I'll not be able to smell. There we go, 76%. Because what will you do with all the food? I mean, you're still gonna have to eat, and if all that food is gone and you can't taste it, then what's it worth eating? But you need to eat. Would you rather be rich or famous? You cannot use the one to achieve the other. Okay, that's added a little bit of a twist. You can't be rich and get fame, or you can't be fame and get rich. That's a good question. That's a very good question. I think I'm not really a type of guy that I want the fame, the attention. I'm not that type of guy, to be honest. It sounds weird to me, but it would sound probably weird to you guys as well. But I would rather be rich, because in a way of, if you're rich, you keep the money, and I'm not that guy that goes out and tell everybody I'm rich and to get that fame or stuff. I'd rather take the money, keep it for myself. If I have donations, I would obviously I want to be part of a donation, but I don't want to do it for the fame. So I'd rather be rich, have the money for myself. If I want to donate, I can donate as well. Instead of being famous, a lot of people see me in the public, they come to me. I don't mind that. I wouldn't mind that as well, but it's not the idea for me. I'd rather be rich. Yeah, 78%. Let's see. 22% of you are not agreeing. I don't know why. Would you rather have an iPad or have an iPhone? Now, I do actually have both. I'm actually sitting with a new phone now. I've got a Samsung. I had the iPhone. For some reason, I'm just not, I don't know. I like Samsung. I've always been a Samsung guy. I know a lot of you out there, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of famous people like the iPhone. But personally, for me, I don't know. I'm a Samsung guy. So I have an iPhone in my closet, and I do have an iPad. I use an iPad as well. So I actually have both. But if I had to choose one now, I'd rather say iPad, because I use that more often. Obviously, you guys would have an iPhone, because most of you guys use an iPhone. That makes sense, completely sense. Would you rather have ice breath or have fire breath? Ooh, that's actually quite nice. You would have the ability to control when it happens. So it's like a power, yeah. So I would have the power to have an ice breath or fire breath, like Superman. Superman has a ice breath. So it's something you can control. But think about it. If you were, I think, to be honest, I would rather have fire breath, because I need fire more than ice. I mean, I don't use ice that much. And if, let's say for an example, let's imagine a scenario. Okay, you're in a deserted island or deserted forest, and you've got nothing but a knife. Now, let's say for an example, you're good with hunting and eating and all that stuff, so you can survive, but you need something to heat it up. You use fire. Let's say for an example, it's hot outside, it's hot, like really hot, and you can just, it sounds weird, but you can just take off your clothes and go to the shade. So obviously you can always, depends on how many people there are, but you can always take so much off. Now eventually, let's say for an example, you are naked and it's hot. You can't take anything off other than your clothes. So then you need ice. That makes sense. But if you are in a deserted island, you need to survive and everything, you need fire more, because you can easily, how difficult it is to make fire. You can make fire from sticks and stuff, but not everybody can do that. So if you have control of fire, you can easily make a fire. If it's cold, you can heat yourself up. If you've got food that needs to be cooked, you can have a fire. So I know I'm overthinking this, but I really like this. So I think I'm gonna have fire breath, because you can just, wow, that is really close. 52% chose ice breath. What is the comment saying? I could cool my beer so fast. I immediately regret my decision, and just like that, may I change. I could light my cigarettes. Okay. I could beat up your hot chocolate so far. I could heat up your hot chocolate. Exactly. I must say heat up my chocolate so exactly. And I could cool it down just as fast. Well, I could heat up fried chicken so fast. Alright, so most of you guys are thinking of food, and that's the idea. That's the idea. Would you rather chop off your own arm, or chop off a complete stranger's arm, but they come back to kill you in 30 years? Oh my, that's scary. Wow. That's really random, to be honest. But I think I might chop off my own arm. I don't know. Completely chop off a complete stranger. I think I'd rather chop off my own arm. I mean, I'm 23 years old now, or 22. I'm turning 23 this year. Add 30 years to it, it's 53. I still have a long way to go. And to be killed after that, if I know he was coming and I know when he's coming and I can self-defense myself, then that would be something else. But I mean, he's gonna kill me. It's a guarantee. So I want to chop off my own arm because a lot of people live with one arm. A lot of people live without arms. So I'm gonna chop off my own arm, and a lot of people are choosing to get killed in 30 years. Thank you very much, but not me. Would you rather always be naked or always be itchy? I hate this because I hate itchiness. I hate it to be itchy and to scratch and the stuff doesn't get. There's this some part on my hand sometimes where I get an itch. And when I scratch it there, it's not there where I scratched. It's somewhere else and I can't find it. It's very annoying. Always be naked? I don't know. I'd actually always be naked. I hate itchiness. I hate it. I really hate it. 67%. There you go. A lot of people agree with me. Would you rather always have sticky fingers or always have bad breath? Now, bad breath is not a nice thing. Brush your teeth every day, that's important. Fresh breath, that's very important for me because especially that's one thing that is very that is really off-putting is someone's talking to you with bad breath. That's really off-putting. Personally for me, I find it off-putting. If you have sticky fingers, I'm also someone that like clean hands. If my hands get dirty, after that I will go and wash my hands. But to have it sticky the whole time, always have sticky, I don't know, it might come in handy to be honest, if you want to grab hold on something that you can't have the grip of. Let's say for example there's a paper there that you can't use, you can just touch your finger with it and picks it up. I don't know, I'd rather have, jeez, that actually proves my point, does it? It doesn't actually prove my point, but to be honest, I'd rather have sticky fingers. Sticky fingers 73%, thank goodness. Would you rather, while watching TV, the audio 2 seconds earlier than the video, or the video 2 seconds earlier than the audio? Now that is annoying. That happened to me a couple of times when watching Netflix or watching especially a YouTube video. That happened also. That's actually quite irritating to have that. I think, would you rather see something and then hear it, or hear something and then see it? I'd rather have the video 2 seconds earlier than the audio, to be honest, because I haven't really witnessed or experienced the audio to be earlier than the two videos, not that I think of, and there's no way to fix it. I think I'd rather say video 2 seconds earlier than the audio. Yeah, most of you are already agreeing as well. There you go. Would you rather jump forward 10 years of your life or go back 10 years of your life? Alright, so if you jump forward, you wouldn't have been missing for 10 years, you would just have been on autopilot. Okay, that's interesting. So basically you just continue on doing whatever you would have done. I would rather say go back 10 years, to be honest. I would rather go back 10 years because there's a lot of things I would have changed, a lot of options I would have taken differently, a lot of things I would have started earlier. To be honest, 10 years ago, if I knew what I know now, I would have started my channel 10 years ago. I would have started my channel definitely. I would have even invested in Bitcoin 10 years ago. But to go forward 10 years, it's just this, I can't really see anything. You can just see the future, that's all. You can't actually do anything now that, maybe you could see the choices you made today, if it had an influence in your future, I don't know. But I would rather say go back 10 years of your life. There you go, 58%. A lot of you do agree with me. I don't know if you're thinking of it the same way as I am, but you can change you can make different choices, I think. If you had second chance, would you take it? Alright, we're going to end it off soon. I think this is the second last one we're going to talk about. If for a story that you're interested in, would you rather read the book or see the film? Now, I don't read book a lot. I'm not a book reader. I really actually want to start reading books a little bit more. Get a little bit of information, just spend some more time reading, but to see a film, I'd rather watch the movie as well. I'd rather watch the movie because I'm more of a movie watcher. I have Netflix, I watch movies, I've got series as well, so I'd rather see the film, obviously, because there's 58% agree with me. as I said, if you're a book reader or not, it depends on you. And a lot of people would choose like the 534,733 that disagrees. I'd rather read the book. You guys are probably the ones that want to read, or have seen the movie that you're interested in and want to see or not to read the book, because sometimes the book does describe something the movie doesn't. And we're gonna end it off with this one. Would you rather live in a foreign city and not know the language, or live on an island alone? You would never be able to learn the language. So if I was in a foreign city and I would not know the language and I can't learn the language as well, that's a little bit difficult to move around and talk to people. Maybe if you're lucky enough, you can maybe get a friend that can translate for you, that can speak English and the foreign language. If you live on an island alone, that's a little bit lonely, but it also depends on the island. Do you survive? Are you luxurious? Is it a nice place? Is it inhabited by someone else? Obviously it's not, it's alone, but I mean, it's a lot of ways to think about it. Living on an island alone, as I said, it's lonely, but is it a survival island, or is it an island that's yours? You build it in, like, let's say, a big house, a mansion. I'd rather say live in a foreign city, to be honest, because I don't know, you can still do a lot of stuff. I mean, let's say for example, I live in South Africa, and let's say for example, I don't know the languages they speak here. I mean, you can still get by. I mean, I can still be at home, buy some stuff. I can still buy stuff without speaking. I mean, I can still live. So I'd rather say live in a foreign city and not know the language. 68% agree with me. And on that note, we're gonna end off this episode. If you guys have different opinions and there's some things you would rather agree with me or disagree or even argue with me, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd really be interested in reading your comments. And on that note, we can end it off here. Thank you all so much for watching. I see you guys liked the previous Would You Rather, and that's what I decided to do this again. I actually wanted to do this quite a long while ago, but I'm just glad I did it again finally. And I enjoyed it as well. I'm really interested to see what you guys chose, if you guys agreed with me, disagreed, if you even want to argue with me. Please let me know in the comments down below. I'll be really interested to wait and see what you guys say. And if you want me to do more of these, please let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. I would really appreciate it as well. And if you want to join the squad, make the squad happen, please hit that subscribe button to be part of the family. And as always, please hit that notification bell, because YouTube doesn't always let you know if there's a new video up. I am back playing more games and recording more, so you'll see me a little bit more often. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in a brand new video. Peace.